Hey guys, it's Katie. I'm going to do a walk through the garden. Hopefully you can hear me. It's pretty breezy out, but it's a beautiful day. First up, I'm going to show you the fig. It's put on a lot of leaves. I don't see any figs, but a lot of new growth, a lot of leaves. It looks pretty nice. That's the smallest fig we have. Along the porch here, strawberries are putting on fruit. And I just moved these from another place, over here actually. There's a lot of weeds and stuff over here. But this one is actually ripening. See it there? And these were just put here from the other bed as like overflow, and then the other bed didn't do so well. So these are all extra here at the grapevine. All right. Rhubarb has spots on it. I talked about this in my other video. It gets these kind of weird spots. And then, I don't know. This is the little one's garden. She put some carrots in. So you see carrots there and there. She has a radish back there. You want to see if that radish is ready to pick? Oh, I can't really see it. Can you see the red sticking up yet?
Yeah.
And there's a radish there.
Around it.
Yeah, that one needs to grow a little bit more.
Yeah, it does.
And then you got marigolds. Did you put anything else in here yet? There was a strawberry plant in here too. It looks like it died. Oh, these are your flowers. In the corners are gladiolus. And then those are Easter lilies.
Yeah. Okay, I have some carrots growing in.
Yeah, these ones are carrots. All right, we'll move along to the next bed. These are kale that just came up, self-seeded, and I just let them go. So some interesting things is when they seed like this, a lot of times I'll just let them self-seed, especially this Russian kale. It does really, really well. So that's what I've done here. But if you catch them here, oh, let me get on my own shadow. If you catch them like this, I saw a video where a lady pulled some bolted bok choy and she ate the flowers like this. And so I tried it with the kale. It's actually really good. It's kind of like broccoli, a slightly stronger taste. But the leaves, when it's bolted like this, they don't turn bitter like lettuce. So a lot of times when things bolt, I kind of just leave them go. But I've been harvesting the leaves on these as they bolt, and they're perfectly fine. I put some nasturtiums in here. I don't see anything's come up yet. And there's like another little kale that's come up and a few other. I put some spinach seeds down here. It looks like they've come up. So they're just starting to come up. Hopefully this footage is usable. It's really bright, so I can't see my viewfinder, and it's really windy, so hopefully you can hear me. This is the onion I found in my pantry that was growing, and I just put it in the ground, and I've been harvesting the green onions. The cilantro is going to seed. Tons of cilantro. I wish I was using more of it. I'll have to figure out a recipe to use a bunch of it in. But I'm going to let it go to seed and throw its own seed. That's how it's been doing here. I'm not sure. I think I put Swiss chard here. So that must be what those are. Swiss chard, the seeds are actually compound seeds. They have multiple seeds in them. So when you're planting them, a lot of times people put like 1 or 2 seeds per cell if you're starting seeds or in an area. But you don't need to do that with Swiss chard. You can see how they come up in clumps like this already because each little seed pod has multiple seeds in it. So save your seeds. No sense in putting 2 of Swiss chard. So that's Swiss chard. This is a Swiss chard that I started a little earlier. I have some other Swiss chard, but the squirrels have been eating it, which is odd because I usually have very little trouble with squirrels in my garden. This is some leaf cabbage. I don't know exactly if it's cabbage or kale or if it really doesn't really matter. I use it pretty interchangeably. But I got it from Baker Creek last year. And then I have some little onion sets that I put in. I just put like groups of 3 all over the garden. So there's some there. And then the cilantro goes all the way down here. Down here I threw some more kale. You'll see the other kale that I started is awesome. We've been harvesting it as baby kale. So I went ahead and threw another handful here. And it looks really nice. This is all self-saved seed, so I might as well use it up. And then it's the same as what's there. So when those go to seed, I'll collect those seed and do it again next year. This is the lettuce. It's just getting to the point. I've harvested a little bit here and there just to like put in wraps and sandwiches. I haven't like had enough to pull to make a salad, but I think this week we will start to do that, which is awesome. I put a little onion right there. We've already started to pull some radishes, so you can see how they look here. I posted a picture on my Instagram. If you're not following my Instagram, you might want to see what I pull out of the garden this year. That's probably where I will put pictures more real time, you know what I mean. And then all these kales were overwintered and they're all going to seed, but just go ahead and let it. There's one of the Swiss chard that has been eaten down, and then I put some other kinds of lettuce here, so hopefully when this lettuce here starts to fade, I'll have another round of lettuce. There's some more radishes, and then here's 3 more of the onions. All right, here's another one of the Swiss chards that's been eaten down. And then I put beets in this end. I only see a few. This one, then there's one there. There's a few that came up, but not very many. I don't know. They were older seeds, and I don't know how old they were. I have some pretty old seeds, so here's a bunch of radishes here, looking nice. Can you see that? And then here's the kale. I've just been coming through and like ripping out handfuls of it and using it, sauteing it with eggs and putting it in soups and just eating it as, when it's really small like this, you can eat it as a salad green. And in this whole patch, I will just rip it out and save maybe the strongest 6 or 9, so I could rip them out and use them. And then the ones that are looking like they're starting to grow bigger and stronger, I'll try to like harvest around those and then leave those. But yeah, I'll use all of this. Some dill that volunteered has come up here. And then marigolds, this, I don't know, I think that might be like a milkweed or something. And then I think these are like trees. That's what's going on there. Peas are doing great. This is all dill here. Looks similar to the carrots, but that's all dill. I do have carrots over there as well. These are all sugar snap peas, the ones that are already going up the fence. Some volunteer kale. Here's another look at those flower pods. And you can see how they kind of even look like broccoli. And any of this, if it bends, I'll eat this whole stem and everything. And then that will give me a chance to let it grow a little bit more. It'll send up another seed stalk, but kind of extend that. This is lettuce that I don't know if I planted it here or if it traveled. Ants will steal your lettuce seeds, so don't be surprised if you find lettuce in other parts of your garden. So there's lettuce there. This is all self-thrown dill seed, and then this is all kale that self-seeded. These larger ones were ones that I found in the lawn here, and I just transplanted them over. But all this just came up this spring. I don't know when these came up. They probably were sitting here and sort of protected, and I think they came up first in the lawn because the in-ground is warmer than the raised bed. And then here is where I just put 1 line of carrots, and they're coming up nicely. You can see I've already harvested some of the dill, putting it in salads and all sorts of stuff. So these larger peas are sugar snap peas, and then these newer ones are snow peas. Had to think about that for way too long. So snow peas, sugar snap peas, use them interchangeably. I can put them in stir fries, I can steam them, eat them raw. Lots of good things. Here's the garlic. I don't know that it's really grown much since I put it in here, but okay. The asparagus, I let it go, and I don't know, it's just doing its thing. There's put some onions in here, there's some dill. I got a weed in here, I gotta stay up on top of it or else it just gets overgrown. Alright, apple tree. This might be the first year that it looks this nice this far into the season. The cedar tree is gone. I also sprayed it with a fungicide, so far I don't see any sign of rust. And there's actually bloomed and actually put on little apples, so we'll see how far we get this year. Blueberry bush survived, but I have not seen it flower. I have never gotten a blueberry bush to overwinter, so this is at least progress. All right. What you got?
A lollipop.
Oh, nice.
I just found it.
All right, so this is a new addition. We got this, somebody had this out for the trash with a free sign on it, so we hauled it home. We're gonna put some kind of an agitator or something in it, and it's a good watering source for our bees, so we don't have to have that junky piece of plastic. So yeah, the bees should hopefully land there and get their water source. The bees are out and about. Got lots of weeds. Last time I tried to weed through here, I found a snake. Just a little tiny harmless snake, but yeah, I have not been back to weed it since. I don't want to encounter snakes. Not especially afraid of snakes, but I don't know. They can just stay away from me. Get a quick look at the bees. It's a nice warm day. Yeah, this hive is doing okay. That hive, these are all both new packages, but that hive did not as well last year, and this year it doesn't, I don't know. It may not have a queen in it. I don't know. We're gonna try to queen it, but it's up to them to raise a queen, basically. So we've been looking for queen cells in this hive to move over, where they should be able to make their own queen cell. It's just, they gotta be able to do it. It's only so much we can do. It's up to you, girls. These ones look happy though. Hops are starting to climb up. We have this here. This is to keep the bees from flying towards my neighbor's house too much. But I'm going to try to grow loofahs up there. My husband tried to grow hops last year up the trellis. Oh, there's a bee in my hair. I can hear it. Just stand still. But yeah, this year we're going to try to put loofahs there. All right. Look at the itty bitty grapes. So cute. It's kind of soggy down here, so sinking in the mud, wearing my Crocs, so my feet are getting all wet. There's some garlic here, and some of the strawberries that survived in this bed. And I don't know. Alright, this fig has some new leaves and some figs. I don't know if these are going to develop or not. See there. But at least it's alive, which is good. Oh no, the greenhouse fell down. There's some radish seeds and long bean seeds in here. But I don't know who, what, and where. I'm going to have to pick that up. We're having quite a bit of wind. Alright, I guess that'll do it for this video. Hopefully there's something usable in this footage. If you enjoyed it, give my video a thumbs up. I'd like to hear from you what you're growing in your garden, what you're excited for the growing season. If you've started putting things out yet, or if you're still waiting, let me know all the deets. Alright, see you next time. Bye.